In order to do it legally, you have to have a concealed carry permit. Yes, you can carry concealed, obviously. What you can do and what you're allowed to do are two different things, obviously. But if you get caught and you don't have a permit to carry concealed, there are some legal ramifications there. Whereas if I have my concealed carry permit, I'm allowed to carry in most every place, except, like we said, those that are considered non-weapon zones by law. Well, it's very important to take a concealed carry course, even when you're living in a open carry state, because if it were me, I wouldn't want to carry open carry if something was going to happen, because you're kind of making yourself a target at that point. Everybody can see your weapon, and if bad things are going to happen, I'm assuming the bad guy, if they're willing to do bad, they're going to go after the person that they can see the weapon on first to try to stop them. And concealed carry allows you the ability to have a little bit of secrecy in case you respond to something, or you're, walking down the street normal. I can conceal my weapon and no one knows I actually have a weapon, but yet it's still there with the ability to use it if I need to use it. And concealed carry actually teaches you some things legally, where open carry people aren't allowed to carry in certain places right from the start, where concealed carry people can. And then in case you're asked to take the weapon outside from certain places. There are places that you're not allowed to by law, but most places, as long as they don't know it's there, and it's concealed, you're generally allowed to carry it in there. So it's just a little difference of having it open carry and having the ability to carry in all places, whereas concealed carry, you have the ability to carry in more places by law, except for, of course, those that are considered no carry zones no matter what. Okay, so this isn't your typical concealed carry course where you show up, you learn the legal stuff for the first couple hours, and then you go down in the range, you shoot your 20 rounds on target, and then, hey, go home, you qualified. This course, we cover all the legal concealed carry requirements at the beginning of the day, get a little bit into some dry fire where we're actually learning how to handle the weapon properly, whatever weapon we may have. Teach different draw techniques and stuff. And then it basically goes into our basics of tactical shooting class in the afternoon. So we're not just going down the range, shooting those 20 rounds on target, and then you go home. We're going to go through a basics of tactical shooting class, because what most of these courses don't teach you when you go to concealed carry is to actually defend yourself with the weapon, or how to utilize the weapon properly. It's just, okay, yeah, you're qualified to carry concealed now because you made the 20 round qualification. Our course, we do the qualification obviously, but we do it a little later. We're going to run through all of the basics of tactical shooting, from dry fire, 4-count draw techniques, all the way up to where we're moving off our spot and drawing on the move and firing, because ideally we're going to want to be able to do that, because all gunfighting, unfortunately for good guys, is reactionary. So how do we react when somebody pulls a weapon on us or pulls a knife, whatever that may be, and how would we react to that? So move first, shoot second is always the best thing. Can we get out of danger without using the weapon? So we go over all that stuff, and then we're actually teaching the shooter how to be accurate, how to engage multiple targets, shooting from barricades, they're shooting from alternate positions, covering a whole bunch of different criteria that you wouldn't normally cover in your general concealed carry class. Oh yeah, this could be for beginners and advanced shooters. So basically, at a beginner off the street, you're going to learn the basics. Even if you've never handled a weapon before, we're going to teach you the proper way to handle a weapon, the safe and proper way to do it, how to engage targets properly, proper technique for shooting, all the way from your simple fundamentals to now we're engaging targets, not for speed, but more for how quick can we engage targets and still do it accurately and safely. And then for your advanced shooters, it's just basically, it's going to be a let's focus on our fundamentals, because a lot of times when we're going to the range, we'll shoot, but we forget about the fundamentals. And being a good shooter it's a skill that you have to keep up with. So if you're not shooting all the time or you're not doing this stuff all the time, some of that stuff starts to fade away. So we want to keep the advanced shooter where now they're learning to focus on the fundamentals, and maybe they're learning better trigger techniques or whatever, and to be able to engage targets in a more efficient manner and more accurately than they were doing before. To register for the course, so we sent out some stuff over social media, and it's listed on the website under our events calendar, upcoming events. So if you go on the upcoming events calendar, click the link for the course, there should be an option to sign up, register, and pay there, or you can show up for the course on the day. That's if you want to pre-register. You can show up for the course on day of, and we'll have a roster, and we can take payment that day as well. Payment for the course, $150. Very, very cheap compared to most places. So, and for what you're going to get for the course. So we can do either way. I mean, if you want to pre-register, that's fine, or you can show up day of the course.